Hello. So I figured I need a little, give you a little training tonight. Okay. So when we go to, obviously the only item we have is for this public input for the grant opportunity for the new playground and the aquatic center and all of that. We're going to ask them to say that, this is public input only. All of your ideas and thoughts will be taken into consideration. With also consideration to the funding availability. And then we're going to say, please make sure you state your name and the community in which you live and give us your ideas. Everybody will be limited, we'll say 3 minutes. 3 minutes, yeah. And we'll have Dan time them. He's going to help be my co-host. So then you're going to say, Dan, are there any raised hands? And he'll go through, and I don't know what we're going to have, but it was announced on the radio. Yeah, but so we put it out to the media like we were supposed to. So, okay. Okay. So we're going to say public input. How I had it in my brain perfectly. Yeah, this will be. Yeah, I'll write it out so it sounds good, and then I'll text it to you. Okay. Oh my gosh, my boss just belched right behind me. Can you believe that?
Who was this?
Brad Balance.
Oh, hi, Brad.
His piggish ways. Okay, so I will. I'll put this together and then I'll text it to you so you know what you need to say. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Bye. You should be all connected there. You're already in. So let me go to mine. Hold on. Just give me a minute. Participants. So are you, see what it says on that computer?
Computer audio. Okay, I'm gonna mute.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Hey there, yep.
Hey
Sound
there.
good.
Okay, so Patty doesn't know, we're gonna do things a little bit different. Dan is actually gonna be the host of our meeting tonight, just to be able to allow me to type the meeting while he is running the meeting. So, Brad, I'll take a picture of this. Hopefully you can read my handwriting and then I'll send it over so you know what you need to say.
Sounds good.
And then you guys see the correspondence is added. It's on the back. Dan, if you can hear me, it's on the bottom of the agenda.
Hello, John. Can you hear me?
Hey Dan, how are you?
Good.
Oh, there's everybody. Hi, Carrie.
Hey, John, thanks for showing up.
Thanks for having me again.
Us.
John, you're always welcome, buddy.
Thanks, Brad.
So Dan is actually going to be running the meeting on the Zoom end.
Cool.
So if the agenda needs to be moved, he's going to be the one controlling all that tonight. In the case that we have attendees that are wanting to speak and provide public input.
Okay.
And we'll see how that goes. We haven't done this way, so we'll see. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, it's real helpful when you have the all this stuff over here on the left of the screen, the roll call, approval of minutes, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so as we move through that, he'll scroll through.
Perfect.
All right, I'll be right back.
What's that W on behind you for? You're on mute.
Just Weatherford. The
Oh,
white
okay.
ball.
That works.
Go Pinterest.
See, I've got one too.
Ethan's standing right there. He's the COO and he had.
No, it's okay. Thank you, babe, very much.
He is the receptionist for Lone Pine. I do not need to see.
At least
Hi.
Good evening,
How's
Lisa.
everybody doing?
Hey, Dan.
Hey,
Yes.
Brad.
How are you, man?
I'm good.
So
Good.
to break in and let you all know, we are live on YouTube, so everything you are talking about is on YouTube.
Thank you very much.
I can't pause that.
Well, welcome everyone. For our YouTube viewers. Our thousands of YouTube viewers.
Yeah, we might set a record today.
So we're supposed to have Lisa. That's the only one I'm waiting on. So we'll see. We'll give her a few more minutes before we.
I'm here.
She's here.
Can you hear
Oh.
me?
I can hear you now. I can't see you though.
Oh.
Here, hold on.
Look, I'm here. There I am.
There you are.
Main thing is that you can hear me, that's fine.
I can hear you. So give me just a moment here. We'll get everything started.
Okay.
So everybody's aware, just so you know, Carrie's setting that up, but we'll have possibly some public comment tonight for a potential grant through Prop 68 to do some renovations at our pool facility. So it may be take me a few minutes, but we'll admit whoever comes in for public comment and we'll get our meeting done right after that, okay?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Okay, we are going live.
Good evening. Today is Wednesday, November 10th, year 2021 at 6 p.m. And I'd like to call to order the City of Bishop Parks and Recreation Committee meeting. At this time, I'd like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Everybody please stand and follow me. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United
flag
States.
The United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty
justice
and
for all.
for all. Thank you.
Justice for all.
Dan, can you do roll call, please?
That'll still be me.
Okay. Sorry, Carrie.
It's okay. Commissioner Ballant,
Here.
Commissioner Manuelito,
Here.
Commissioner Cummings,
Here.
Commissioner Weatherford,
Here.
Commissioner Underhill is absent and excused.
Thank you. Do we have any minutes to approve of?
There are no minutes at this time. I'm finishing cleaning up some stuff on Granicus, so we should have some at our next meeting.
Very good. Thank you. And do we have any public comment in regards to anything at this time? Okay. I notice we do have a correspondence here. We have letters from we have a letter from the public to one of our staff members. Carrie, did you want to elaborate on that or?
I can, and if Dan wants to add to it, he most certainly can. Sorry, my mic seems very loud.
Thank you.
We had some outreach from our community members that participate at the dog park often. We don't really have a committee anymore, but they were concerned of a tree that had died and weren't just wanting it removed, they actually wanted to replace it and they wanted to provide the tree to go in there. And so I connected them with Dan and we were able to help them connect with Chalfont Big Trees to get a proper tree to go in place, and Dan helped them get that planted.
Very good. Thank you, Dan. Great job. Do we have any old business that we'd like to cover? No. And we do have some new business. At this time, we are going to ask for a public comment request regarding a grant opportunity for replacement of front playground, pool slides, and renovation of the Aquatic Center building with an addition of recreational program rooms. What we'd like to do is ask our public, anybody that'd like to make comment at this time, that we are allowing public input, and all input will be considered in accordance to the grant funding available and for the qualified projects. All speakers will be allowed 3 minutes to speak. Please give your name and the community in which you live, and then you'll need to select the raise your hand option on your Zoom screen. Dan, do we have anybody that would like to speak?
No, I don't see any raised hands yet, but let's give it just a couple minutes here.
Very good.
And I can add with this, if we do not have public comment tonight, there'll be a second opportunity. We're going to put out an online survey that you'll be able to make comment on and to kind of select some of the features and everything that are going to go along with the project. So this is just the first round. We're going to do a second round of an online survey.
Very good.
Dan, is there a time frame that you have to give everybody a window of opportunity to speak at?
No, the grant just requires that we push out 2 opportunities for the public to make comment on the project. So this is the first of 2.
So did you guys, this is Lisa, did you guys discuss this at the last meeting at all? When I wasn't able to attend.
No, this was just kind of dropped over the last couple of weeks, the Prop 68 Rural Tourism Grant. If you get a chance, look at it. I'll kind of go over it just a little bit before our staff update, since nobody's here. We can apply for up to $3 million. It is geared towards recreation and aquatic facilities mostly. There are some stipulations within the grant that state that if we do a new building or if anything we build, 75% of the project needs to be community space, which kind of limits you to 25% space for restrooms, hallways, and other things. So when we get into the design of the building, it's going to be crucial that we keep that in mind when we do our restrooms, which are going to have to be ADA compliant and everything else. So we're looking at removing the existing building that's at the pool, rebuilding a new one. And that building right now is about 1,666 square feet, and we would be expanding it to about 3,200 square feet. So we'll end up with quite a larger area. With construction costs, we've done some of the preliminary math for it. just for a building, general construction cost removal and build would be about 2 million of that $3 million. So we also are in desperate need of replacing the front playground because it is out of compliance and needs to be replaced, as well as do some upgrades at the pool. The pool slide has about 5 years left in it for our engineering stamp and will need to be replaced as well. So we thought we'd take this opportunity to include that in the grant. And then there's also opportunities when you guys see the online survey to do some small upgrades and just kind of cool stuff to the pool, climbing walls to, we could do additional slides, water features. Also the opportunity to pick the playground, the color, the scheme, kind of the theme of everything. So that's kind of where we are. Working with California Consultants. The gentleman's name is Ilya, and he is a great person to work with. And yeah, we're excited to start going through the process and see how much we can get and see if we can get this done. So.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
So I guess we'll close our public comment period, and I'll go into our staff report. For facilities right now, we're of course dealing with a lot of leaves and wind and weather as it comes. Just a lot of cleanup, at least 3 to 4 hours every day of cleanup right now. We have our pool wrapped up for the season. We do have bids out and are available online to bid on our pool cover, our wintertime pool covers for the pool. And we also are going to push out for the heat exchangers. Bids will be open to be able to bid on the heat exchangers for the pool as well. And then third are the thermal covers, the normal summer covers. So there'll be 3 bids that'll be out within the next couple months for the pool. We had trunk or treat. I'll let Carrie touch on that. And AYSO is a wrap. Their season ended last weekend with them going to Kit Carson. We're still entertaining high school soccer and also some travel baseball teams on the fields. And really just kind of wrapping up the pool and getting ready to work on ball fields here pretty soon, as we'll be adding material to the ball fields this winter as well. So that's kind of where we are.
Very good. Thank you. Anybody have any questions?
I'm just kind of curious about the, on field 2, the ivy that's in left field there. I keep getting comments from people about not being able to see the games when now that climbing ivy that is really beautiful is on that left field fence. I mean, left field fence. And so, I mean, I didn't know if there was any way of taking it down or, cutting it down or something like that.
I usually take it down every spring once we hit kind of our softball season as I open it up. It just regrows. So I'll make sure it gets cut back, Lisa.
Thank you.
You got it.
Programs update.
Carrie, do you want to handle that?
Yes, I can handle that. So I'll start with Wayland's. He had a very successful adult soccer league that has come to an end. And we are currently working with Tyler Starbard and the possibility of starting some type of a Frisbee golf in the park. And we're not sure quite yet if that's going to go into a tournament level where Wayland will work with him on that, or if it's just going to be a private thing at this time. Trunk or treat was a hoot for anybody that got to attend. It was so much fun. Patty was there and Cheryl was there. And we also had council member Jose Garcia was there. And it was just phenomenal. Everybody had so much fun, and we had food booths open, and we ended up with 16 booths, trick-or-treating booths for them to go through. DWP outdid themselves completely. They had a little maze the kids could walk through with aliens and stars and little planets floating, and the fairgrounds connected with Jason Brown and Grocery Outlet, and they created a haunted house area where the kids could walk through, and they're already planning on how to make it bigger next year. There is talk of possibly trying to get connected with some of these other entities to create more of a, like a fall harvest day, where there's different things going on all day, not just in the evening. And so we're supposed to have a meeting over the next couple of weeks to go over that and see who we can reach out to connect and see what others are in need of, so that we can try to make that happen. It was fantastic. Brittany and I are currently working on fall programs. So we have, she's finishing up a small gymnastics program because her ability level to teach is only for the little guys. So that's the only thing that we were able to do. Francisco is working with our gymnastics club, which is a 3-day after school program to help fill in for the kids in the KIND program that the parents needed full-time after school programs. And we only had the ability to have 2 days because our lead, he's moved on to go do other things that he's been dreaming about, and we couldn't find anybody to fill his space to get through the school year. So those are the things that we have going. And then Brittany and I are also planning a kids' night out this Saturday. And we're going to do fall arts and crafts and games and dinner for the kids from Carl's Jr. We also have 2 more scheduled in December. So we're trying to move forward as much as we can on those types of programs, and still kind of keeping them manageable. And obviously, you know, with all of the COVID regulations that are in place right now, it's kind of a little harder to maneuver through some of them, but you know, we're doing it, and we're doing it for our community. So it should be a fun winter. And once we get through December, then we'll start working on where January comes in. So.
Thanks, Carrie. The fall arts and crafts, is that something that, what time of day will those be held? And are those on Saturdays, I assume?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
You're talking about the fall arts and crafts?
That's for the kids' night out. And so are you talking about the fall harvest day? So it
No.
probably with the fairgrounds?
No. I was just trying to elaborate on your arts and crafts event. You said you were planning on a couple more.
Oh, for the fall. So the fall, we're doing the kids' night out. That's what we have for our fall event, and or our fall program, and Brittany's gymnastics.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody have any questions?
No.
Do we have any new business items from the commission? Anything that anybody would like to bring up? Lisa, do you have anything?
No, because it seems like we're really just getting with the COVID problems right now, we're kind of limited in what we can do, because I know I kind of was thinking about, like, I know that there's a parent that's going to be trying to do a 3-on-3 basketball for the youth, because the league on the reservation is not going to happen. And so I was just wondering if, you know, we're trying to do anything adult leagues for wintertime, or is that going to be a no-go?
So we haven't done basketball for a couple of years because the tribe has been doing that. But I do believe that we are going to try to do a volleyball league if we're allowed, or not a volleyball league, I'm sorry, the open gym.
An open gym?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And that has to do with being able to use the high school as well. So
Right.
depending on what happens with COVID, so they could easily tell us no as well.
Yeah, that's what, you know, because that's what I'm trying to find out on the at the Barlow Gym, to find out about stuff that they can or can't do out there as well. So
If you know that person, maybe have them give Waylon a call, and maybe you can work with them for a 3-on-3.
Yeah, it's, I believe it's Steve Vinker. He
Okay,
was talking to my daughters.
excellent. Steve's a good man.
Yeah,
Patty, do you have anything?
Well, I don't know if we talked about it at our last meeting. I can't remember when our last meeting was actually, but I just wanted to thank Dan for the lights on the tennis courts. They're wonderful. Thank you so much for getting those working.
3 years later, they work.
Work. And they come on right away. That's wonderful. So thank you so much for doing that.
that's great.
Yeah, thanks to Scotty Marcelin for helping us out. So
Very good, thank you. John, do you have anything?
Yeah, I'm not sure everybody knows the work that Dan and his crew do in the fall. It's amazing with the leaves and the fall fertilizing and the shutting of the sprinklers down. And that is a lot of work. And he needs a little round of applause. So had a boy, Dan and your crew, tell them they've done a great job. It looks wonderful.
hey, it's not me. You know, I'm just an office guy now. I'm just kidding. Those guys work so incredibly hard, and I will pass it on. They make peanuts and they work so hard, and they do it because they love their community, honestly.
Definitely dedicated.
Good
Very
job,
good.
John.
Definitely do a great job. Well, if there's no additional comments, guys, I'd like to adjourn this meeting. Our next meeting date is scheduled for November 24th at 6 p.m.
Now
No,
it says
that
it's in the chambers.
Well, assuming that we're canceling that, that's the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I think that would probably be an assumption there. Good assumption. So we'll probably be looking what normally like we do in the first week or so of December.
If that's what you guys want to do, we can do a special meeting.
Yeah, that'd be good. It says in the chambers, would we be trying to do that?
No.
Okay.
So at this point in time,
Okay,
we're not allowed to do public meetings in person until we're advised otherwise. And that's
okay.
the governor's regulation. So once we get word that we're able to come back in the chambers on a personal note, then we will do so and let the public know that they can come in and attend again. And I'll let you guys know for sure as soon as we hear that.
Okay, thank you. Do we want to shoot for maybe December 8th, which is a Wednesday?
That
Would
works
be-
for me right now.
So I do know Cheryl's VFW meetings are the second Wednesday of every month.
Oh, okay, so that would be the
So
second.
if we want her to attend, I'm
It'd be
not,
the same day.
it would be the same day. I'm not sure if they're canceling their winter or their December meeting or not.
All right, well, we can certainly look at that a little bit more and decide if we want it on the 1st or the 15th then. And then we can go from there.
Okay.
So I think we have to decide on what meeting we're adjourning to next.
Okay, then let's
So if
just,
we want to do the first,
do we want to plan on?
I
the
could
first?
do the,
just want to wait and hit January.
Should we take a vote? Who wants, Lisa, what would you prefer? The 1st or wait till January?
I can go for December 1st. That's fine with me.
How about you, Patty?
Well, it just seems like it's just a couple weeks away, so I don't know if we need to have a meeting that soon again. That's just my opinion though. So it seems soon, but
So you're thinking of January?
that or the 15th and but January's, yeah, would be fine too.
John, do you have any input?
January would be fine if we just pushed it off. And if something comes up that's pertinent, maybe Carrie or Dan could reach out to everybody. Does that work, Carrie, legally?
Yes. So at this point, we'll cancel November 24th and we'll cancel our regular scheduled December meeting unless we need to schedule a special meeting at a later time. Okay?
Correct. That sounds good to me. And with that, I believe we're adjourned.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good holidays.
You
Thanks,
too.
you too.
Same to
Have a
you.
good-
Happy holidays. We'll see you at the tree lighting on December 4th.
Sounds great. Thank you.
And if anybody wants to volunteer for the parade, feel free to give me a call. I need some volunteers.
Very good.
So we're definitely having a parade this year.
If I can collect 12 volunteers. So yes, it's on.
Sounds good. I heard people were reaching out to Chamber and a few weeks back and they weren't sure if they were going to have one or not. So
We had a meeting today and it's definitely on.
good deal. Sounds good.
Thank you much.
Thank
Okay,
you
guys.
guys. Have a good night.
Evening.
You too. Bye.